Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the Ruger Charger 22 pistol. This is a great little semi-auto pistol for use here in Australia. I mean, you can variety of uses for it. However, the main use that you'll see these here in Australia for is obviously competition or club use with pistols. So that's why I've got mine. It's just a great little pistol and just a whole heap of fun. So if you're familiar with the Ruger 1022, which I think most shooters are, I mean they've been around since what, 1963, early 60s there, 64. So you know, most people will immediately identify with this pistol and go, well geez, it looks like a Ruger 1022. Well, you're certainly not mistaken in thinking that, because that's exactly what it is. It's just a cut down Ruger 1022. That's the same receiver, same trigger assembly, barrel connection, the whole bit. It's exactly the same, but obviously just cut down to legal length for use in competition with pistols here in Australia. So first of all, let me just show you what comes with the pistol when you buy it. These are about $495 here in Australia. At the time of doing this review, Ruger only recently announced that they're not making them anymore. However, there are still quite a few of these here in Australia, so if you do want to get one, they are still available. So what comes with it is obviously an instruction manual. The good thing about Ruger, I think in most firearm companies nowadays, is if you don't have a manual, so you buy the firearm second hand and it doesn't come with it, or for that matter, for whatever reason it doesn't come with a brand new one, you can simply go to Ruger.com and you can download the manual free of charge. Also comes with a soft carry case here, so that's just a cool little range bag to have, just zips up. And on the actual charger itself, don't worry about the optic, that doesn't come with it. Everything else does. So okay, you've got obviously the stock, the pistol, comes with a rail, and also a bipod as well. So the bipod's shooter's ridge bipod, and you can extend it from 6 to 9 inches. So that's fairly good. So it can, you know, be adjusted to suit your comfort. Comes with a 10-shot rotary magazine. As you can see here, guys, look, everyone knows I safety check my firearms before I do each review, so it's not loaded. 10-shot rotary magazine here. This is just a time-tested magazine from Ruger. It's been around for many years. This was the original magazine that came out in the Ruger 1022. It also fits the 9622, the 7722, and also the PWS T3 Summit 22 rifles. Okay, so let me talk about a few specs about the pistol. First of all, it's not that heavy. It's about 3.5 pounds in weight, so just a tad over 1.5 kilo. Overall length, it's 20 inches or just on 50 centimeters. The barrel is a heavy barrel, so it's 10 inches in length or approximately 25 centimeters. It has a recessed target crown, so which is really good. I mean, this pistol really, I mean, for my use is silhouette competition shooting, and it's absolutely perfect for that, because obviously being a 22, it's cheap, economical, and just the setup that this is in, the configuration, it's just perfect for that use. The laminated stock that you see that comes with them is actually a really nice finish to it. It is also weather resistant, so if you do get it wet and so forth, it's not going to swell up and interfere with your accuracy in any way, shape or form. Now originally it came with, I'll go into now a few of the upgrades that I've actually done. It originally came with the Weaver mount here, but I've upgraded it here with a Tactical Solutions Picatinny rail. The optic I've put on top, now normally this is reserved for my AR, but it's a Comp M4 red dot from Aimpoint. So yeah, look, it's a bit overkill, because the optic's probably about 2 to 3 times the price of the actual pistol. But look, I put it on, it's the only red dot I got here at the moment. So I just wanted to have just a straight non-magnified red dot for the review. Now looking at other upgrades, anyone who's familiar with the Charger will probably notice there's something different about the end of the barrel here. I got mine threaded, and the only reason I did that was it's just fun. You can add muzzle brakes to the end there, so you can actually have, you know, rock solid shooting with the 22. I mean, not that there's much recoil anyway, but you can actually get a little bit smoother shooting by adding a muzzle brake. The other thing I did was with the charger, and this is the same for the 1022 as well, you've actually got a bolt release button just at the front here. It's just long there, just at the front of the trigger. Now, to actually release the bolt, normally what you have to do is you've got to pull back, push it in, and then release for the bolt to go forward. And anyone who's ever tried to do that a number of times, look, it is fairly fidgety, and there's, I don't know how many exactly, but there's a lot of third-party manufacturers that make what's called a auto bolt release. So no, it doesn't turn the firearm into full automatic or anything like that. All it is just so you pull back and the bolt will release without having to push in that button. Okay, so I put in the Volquartsen one, so all you need to do is pull back and release. So it's just so much easier, especially when you're under the pump in a competition there where you've got time constraints. So to lock it at the back is just normal as per standard. You just pull it to the rear, push the bolt lock in, and just release the bolt and it'll lock back. The other thing I did too was the actual handle, or the charging handle, so you can see it's, it protrudes a fair bit. This one's actually from Power Custom. The original Ruger charger handle is this one. So from top, like if you have it there, it only protrudes out like so far. So I thought, well, I'll put in the Power Custom one because then, if you're using gloves or it's cold, you've just got more of a handle to grip onto. The other thing I did too was the bolt standard, naturally. All I did was just get some fine sandpaper and I polished up the bolt both sides and on top. So I finished that off with just some Brasso and it just came up to a mirror finish, and it's so smooth. It's just really, really good. Also on this side of upgrades, the trigger assembly here is just all standard. But what I did was I upgraded it with a Volquartsen target hammer. So that brought the trigger pull down to about 2.5 pounds. So look, it's really crisp. It's just such a nice trigger to use when you're out on the range. Okay, what else did I do to this? Okay, a couple other things. Look, I should say this, guys, you don't have to do all this stuff to the Ruger charger. I'm just a massive fan of the 1022. I love the Ruger charger as well, and I just find it fun. It's my hobby. I love swapping out the different parts in it and just having fun with it overall. So don't think, oh geez, I've got to do all these upgrades to make an acceptable firearm. You don't. I'm only doing it just because I purely love it, just from a hobby aspect. One thing I do recommend though is in the receiver here, at the back you've got a pin, or bolt pin, okay? So what that does is, I'll just give you a little quick lesson here. This is the Ruger charger bolt. Okay, when it goes back, when you fire, it's a blowback action. So that means that the force of the round pushes the bolt back, goes back, and then picks up another round, and then you're ready to fire. Okay, but this here, you hear that pin? Because that's metal. Okay, so each time it goes back, it hits that metal, and it hits it pretty hard too. So not only is it a little bit noisy, but it also can wear out the back of your bolt. Okay, so what third-party companies have done now is they've come up with heaps of varieties of these. This one here is the tougher buffer that I like. It's only a couple of dollars. It's really cheap. So you replace the metal pin with this, and you can hear there it's just so much more silent. And also, being a synthetic plastic, it's not going to wear out the metal on the back of the bolt. Other thing you can do too is just at the front here is the extractor. Okay, they're easy enough to replace. Not that you need to, like I said, it's just fun if you want to. And also the firing pin here, you can, replace that as well. So most of the stuff I've got is, Power Custom or Volquartsen, that sort of stuff. I mean, they make really good high-end quality gear for the 1022, which naturally fits the charger. So look, overall guys, a really great pistol, so customizable, it's just incredible. Do a search online if you haven't, and have a look at 1022 accessories, and you will see there is just so many stocks, tactical kits, charging handles, extractors, firing pins, bolts, trigger assemblies. There's just so much stuff that you can play around with and interchange with this great pistol. So look, if you do want to get one, You know, they are discontinued here in Australia, but as I say, you can get quite a few of them still. They're $495. Well, that's the retail you should be looking at paying here in Australia, okay? So look around, they're still available. But anyhow, let's get out to the range and I'll show you just why this pistol is such a favourite of mine. Alright guys, so we got the charger here. So what I'll do is I'll actually shoot it from the seated position because it's got the bipod on the front and it's meant to be rested. I've just got 3 10-shot mags here just on the tri-mag clip, which is really handy. So to start with, I've got the 40 grain SK high velocity. Then we've got the 36 grain CCI Mini-Mags. And then I've got the 36 grain Remington golden bullet, and this is their bucket of bullets. So we'll fire 10 shots of each on a target out at 10 metres. And we'll just see how we go. We've got a whole heap of ammo to get through, but this is the first 3 we'll start with. Okay, so looking at the targets, you know, you can't really argue with that accuracy. The SK high velocity, I mean, that's a quality round anyway. You come down to the more cheaper round, the CCI Mini-Mags, you know, lovely 10-shot group there. Even down to the Remington golden bullet. I mean, a lot of people rubbish those bucket of bullets and just say that they are actually just rubbish. But I mean, I've fired them through quite a few of my 22s. I absolutely love them. I mean, they work perfectly. They're as cheap as chips. Look at the results. But then again, that's Ruger for you. That just seems to be able to cycle anything you throw at them. So that's why I love them so much. So anyhow, I thought I'd do the first 3 groups to start with. We'll move on to another 3 sets of ammo and we'll have a look at the results as we get them too. Okay, so we'll have a look at these shots here. We've got some nice groups again. There's a 37.5 grain Winchester Laser, 10 shot group there, nice and tight. Then we come up to the CCI Stingers. As most people know, it's a hyper velocity round, so spread a little bit more than the others, but still really neat, you know, definitely accurate enough for shooting silhouettes and so forth. Then we come down to the Winchester. This is the newer 42 grain PowerPoint high velocity, so quite nice there, nice group. So yeah, look, really they're all shooting very well. So what I'll do, the last two, I've just got some standard ammunition, I'm going to run through it for the last two targets here and we'll see how they go. Okay, so the final shots here, we start off, we've got 10 shots, the Federal Champion, 40 grain, just standard velocity. But then we come down to the CCI Standard. Man, look at that. That almost just looks like one hole, doesn't it? And that's 10 shots there. Look guys, fair enough, we're only at 10 meters, but it's just to give you a bit of an idea with all the different types of ammo. Ruger really, it just cycles everything. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get this down, we're going to go shoot some silhouettes because that's what the Ruger Charger was designed for, so let's get to it. Okay guys, so what I've done is I've just chosen the real cheap bucket of bullets, Remington Golden bullet ammunition. I've got 30 of these loaded up in the 3 10-shot magazines. So what I'm going to do is just show you the accuracy that the Charger can produce out at extended ranges. So if we have a look on the range here, just starting off at 25 meters there, you've just got a little spinner silhouette chicken. So we'll shoot at that to start with. And then when we move out to 50 yards there, we've got another bigger chicken silhouette, 3 bowling pins that have been left there, and going out further from that, 75, 100, 150, right out to 200 yards or 200 meters, we've got several other silhouettes. So look, the little 22 round won't do too much to knock them around at those distances way out there, but still you should be able to see the accuracy and just how good the Charger is in combination with just some cheap ammunition. So it's all about the fun. So let's get to it and just show you what this Charger's made of. Okay guys, so I've loaded up 10 rounds of the golden bullet again, and what I'm going to do is just show you just how reliable this Ruger action is. I mean, I've been out here for quite some time shooting it, and it's just never given me any problems. There's no fail to feeds, fail to eject, misfires, any of that. The Ruger just feeds and fires everything. So I'll show you just 10 rounds rapid fire of the golden bullet, and you'll see just how reliable this action really is. So as you can see, like, just absolutely no problems with it whatsoever. The Ruger Charger is just great. For those of you who are still moaning and over the loss of your 1022, you know, 96, this is a great way to, I guess, have that back. At least you can legally have one of these as Category H. They're just so much fun. They're accurate, they're reliable. What more can I say about it? I absolutely love it. So if you want to get your hands on one of these, there are still a few floating around here in Australia. Cleaver Firearms bought the last shipment of them from Ruger and has got quite a few left. So if you do want to get yourself a Ruger Charger, you better be quick, but they're a great little pistol. All right guys, till next time, as always, take care and we'll catch you then.